Today we're going to be talking about dealing with unreasonable people, so stick around, that's coming right up. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose edition. This is episode number 11, and if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after you bang that bell, if that pop-up box pops up, make sure you select all notifications because that way you won't miss a single thing. You will not miss anything when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. And also make sure on your smartphone or your tablet, your iPhone or Android or any mobile device that you have the YouTube app installed on, you have to make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive notifications at a device level. All right, let's get right to it. I'm back at Red Morton Park, and it's interesting. When I started doing these videos at the park last year, when I ended up closing down a former channel. Then I came back with a new channel and started doing videos at the park. They were actually setting up to have a circus out here. And I guess they're doing it again this year because that section of the park is pretty loud. So I had to start my video at a different place today. So anyway, I'll share more about that in the weeks ahead. I like to keep people aware of what happens in my neck of the woods, even though this is a global show. But anyway, it's a pretty decent day. It's not really that sunny, a little overcast, but it's still about 75 degrees here today. And I have a very interesting topic I want to discuss. And at the same time, I'm going to keep this video very short because I want to get to the point and I want to more so see engagement within the comments of the video, and also I want to see more engagement within my channel's Discord. Now, one update before I get into the topic: should you deal with unreasonable people? Okay, I made some changes to my Discord because I've been getting trolled very heavily on YouTube, and as all YouTubers have, lots of haters. I have them as well. My haters were infiltrating my Discord with many different fake accounts. So I had to remove a bunch of people, and I also had to change my Discord from being a completely public Discord where anyone can come in anytime and anyone can invite anyone to come in, to being more of a semi-private Discord. Now, if you want to join my Discord, if you go below in the description section, the link is going to no longer be there. The only way you can join is by sending me an email to Coach Eli at coacheli@melas.com and requesting to join. And once I get your email, I'm going to have a very simple verification process you're going to have to go through to prove that you're legitimate. It's very simple. It's not going to dox you. It's not going to create any privacy issues. It's going to be a very simple process. So if you want to join my Discord and participate with the great people of my channel and my community, you're going to have to reach out to me by email. And trust me, there's a lot of great things happening in there. Many different other channel owners are in there, YouTube channel owners, and we share thoughts. We talk about things that happen on YouTube, etc., and it's pretty cool. So go below in the description, get the email, and email me, and I'd be happy to bring you on board. That is, if you're a legitimate person and you're willing to go through a pretty simple verification process. All right, with that being said, let's get right into the topic here because I want to wrap this up at about the 20-minute mark or so at the latest. Should you deal with unreasonable people? Well, I think that question is going to answer itself. Why would anybody want to deal with unreasonable people? And if you have an issue with somebody that's unreasonable, how do you handle it? Maybe that would be a better way to state this, okay? Because like I said, I don't think anybody really wants to deal with anyone that's unreasonable, because you're never going to get anywhere with an unreasonable person, right? Okay? But if you have to deal with an unreasonable person because you're kind of forced into it, let's say that, there's a legal issue that's happening, for example, and you don't really want to deal with them because they're unreasonable, you really don't have a choice. So what do you do in that situation? What is my best advice in that situation? Well, the first thing you do is you reach out to that person and see if they're willing to compromise, if they're willing to meet you halfway and solve the issue by each side, leveling the playing field, meaning that, hey, I'm not looking to one-up you. You're not looking to one-up me. Let's resolve this. Let's meet in the middle, and that way we can move forward and we don't have to escalate this any further, right? Okay, but let's say you try that and it doesn't work. What do you do after that? After that point, you only have a few options depending on your issue. If this is a legal issue, you may have to take that person to court. If it's not, you may just have to ignore that person. If it's a friend of yours that you've been friends with for a while, I've had this happen in the past, and your friend's unreasonable with their expectations of your friendship, and they demand more of your time than you can give, you may just have to let that friend go and say, hey, look, dude, I'm a busy guy. We're older now, and we may not be able to spend as much time with each other like we did in our younger days, but it doesn't mean I don't love you, as much as I used to. I don't love you any less. It's just that, that's what happens when you grow up. If you're dealing with somebody that's unreasonable, now, if they're unreasonable once or twice every now and then, you may be, willing to put up with it. I think that's kind of normal for people to be unreasonable every now and then. I mean, that's life. We're human, right? But if somebody is completely unreasonable every time you deal with them, I mean, what benefit are you going to get out of being friends with them or being associated with them? I mean, if someone's not willing to budge, to negotiate with you, to make it a two-way street, if it's a one-way street, then what are you going to get out of it? So my advice to you folks out there is to only deal with people in your personal life and in your business life that are reasonable people, that are open to negotiating, that are open to hearing, your wants and needs. That are open to hearing your wants and needs, and you got to be also open to hearing their wants and needs, and you got to meet in the middle. That's pretty much it. It's very, very simple. And before I wrap up this video here, and it's probably going to be even shorter than I thought it would be. This may only be like a 12 to 15 minute video here. Why do I feel people are unreasonable? Even when it's regarding something that is obviously reasonable to any normal human being. I honestly feel that people are unreasonable because they're not happy with themselves. This all stems back to other videos I've done where, people are insecure. People don't love themselves. Let me just move out of the way here because somebody's coming. It's interesting to me that when I walk around with a selfie stick and a camera, and the kid's riding a bike, the kid is like riding his bike directly towards me. It's almost like they want to be in this video, or it's almost like my fucking camera, which is my iPhone here in this case, is a magnet. Anyway, it is what it is. But again, like I said, most of the time, if not all the times, that people are unreasonable is because they don't love themselves. They're insecure about something. Because again, like I said, if something that you're asking from somebody, or you're negotiating in a very reasonable way that's fair not only to them but to you, and they're not being reasonable with you, the only reason why they would not be reasonable with you is if they were insecure in themselves and they felt you were a threat to them, or maybe they felt they wish they could be like you. I'm not trying to say I'm all that. This is just for example purposes, but that's how I've dealt with these types of people. Okay? It all has to do with how you see yourself. How you see yourself is how others are going to see you. And see, I love myself. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm not saying that to show off or anything or to say I'm all that. But if I didn't love myself, how would I expect any of you to follow me or listen to what I'm saying or love me? Right? But just because I love myself doesn't mean that everyone is going to love me. The people that are going to love me are people that look at life the same way I look at it, with a positive attitude and a positive mindset. The people that are insecure and are not in a place where they wish they could be within their life, they're going to basically project their insecurities on the people like me. And those are the types of people that I feel are the most unreasonable people. You can't reason with them. No matter how much logic and reasoning you throw at them legitimately with the best intentions, they're just not capable of being reasonable because, most importantly, first and foremost, they're not capable of loving themselves. And until they're able to love themselves, nothing in their life is ever going to change or go the way they want it to go. And I learned that the hard way. When I was younger, I didn't love myself at the level I love myself now. Now I'm at the point in my life where I say, look, I love myself so much, I respect myself so much, that if someone talks shit about me, I just don't let it get to me because I just know they're not worthy of my time. I know I'm a better person than them. I don't need them to validate that I'm a good person, or I'm not going to let them, say I'm a bad person and throw that off my game just because they don't love themselves. I understand that, and I'm trying to teach you folks to understand that as well. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. This has only been about 12 minutes. It's not bad. It's a short video. I'm going to actually head on back to the area where I started my video and just kind of show you folks that I think they're going to be building the circus again here this year. Last year we had what was called the Zoppi Family Circus. And it was pretty cool. They built this circus tent and concession stand area right in the middle of my park here. This is, like I said, Red Morton Park. For those of you that haven't followed me in a while, this is Red Morton Park. I grew up coming to this park, playing Little League Baseball, playing AYSO soccer. And this is the Veterans Memorial Building, if you can see that there. And let me just come over here to this side and show you what's going on. Again, if you folks were watching my videos last year from the park, you saw this. Those videos are still up, by the way. They were a part of a series I used to call the Daily Walk Edition. And I rebranded it to Walking with Purpose because I just think it makes more sense to call it that. But if you see over here, once again, it looks like they're going to be building the circus. They've got this area roped off. If I come over here, they have these temporary fences here with the fake leaves on them. And it looks like the circus is coming back. Wonderful. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap this up and finish my walk here at the park. And again, folks, if you want to join my Discord, you're going to have to go below in the description and read the new directions. My Discords become more semi-private, where I have to send you an invite link and you have to go through a brief and simple verification process. And then you can join the conversation in between videos and live streams on my channel. Also, if you want more information about my services and what I do and how I can work with you, outside of YouTube, go below in the description section. All that information is there. And that's going to do it. Coach Eli loves you all. I love each and every one of you, no matter what's happened in the past or what will happen in the future. And I can sit here and say that because I love myself. With that being said, have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Take care. See ya. We're out.